Yeah, good times.
Carry on.
Right, let's get the show started.
First on the team.
It's great to have you with us.
From Memphis, Tennessee.
Get your VCRs ready. Get your VCRs ready.
Make it squeal like a pig, Johnny, squeal like a pig.
Big John Daly.
G'day everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Preferred Lies podcast, the home of good golf and better chat. My name's Nick, aka the Big Dog, aka the Resonator.
Keep rolling.
aka Skibbity Dibbity. We're coming to you from Studio Del Reese tonight because it's just me and my astute colleague, Adam King, aka Kingy,
Astute.
aka the Prince, aka Banger. How you going, man?
I'm good, bro. Thanks for having me at Casa del Riso.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good to see the family, see the boys, and one of your neighbours was over here having a skewy. Talking some stories.
Look, stay tuned because one of those neighbours plays a part on the back nine. Might have a new sponsor.
Might?
Sneaky new sponsor. The shirts might just give it away a little bit.
For those watching on YouTube,
For
if you're
those
not,
on the tube,
jump on, like,
jump
share,
on.
subscribe.
How cool are these shirts, by the way?
They are good. They're a great fit.
So stay tuned. We're going to give the guys a plug. They've specifically requested to plug a certain segment. They're big fans of the show, and they're like, look, this is what we want to sponsor. So I'm like, you guys know what you're talking about, which I like. You and me played on the weekend. I was going to ask, how did you play? But you and
We did. We had
an impromptu.
We did an impromptu round. So young fellas were playing cricket, and then the rain come in after about 25, 26 overs. Got washed off. So we slipped home a bit early, and I jumped on and had a look. There'd been a lot of bookings cleared on the Saturday. So I hit you up. I said, "How you looking? You want to head out for a round? Just got to wait for softball." And then 20 minutes later, softball was cancelled because the diamonds were flooded. So we slipped out, had second last tee time, I think, for the afternoon.
Yeah, it worked out good. So the wife was at home, and probably 5 minutes before you text and said, "Hey, you want to play golf?" She said, "Oh, I'm heading out to a mate's place. I'm going to bring the kids because I thought you were playing golf." I'm like, "No, well, I wasn't because we weren't booked in. It was raining. You had cricket, I had cricket. I thought it'd be easy and just not to book." She's like, "Yeah, well, I'm going to go out there, so I'm going to be out there all afternoon." And then you text, I was like, "It's a sign.
It has to happen," and it did happen.
It's a sign,
and it was worth it in the end as well.
It was unbelievable.
We both played really well on the front nine. We
lit it up.
We're paired up with Riley Moy. Big shout out to Riley Moy.
Avid listener.
Yeah, he was a last minute kind of shipped across. All of his group had peeled off, he said. So he jumped in. He was walking, we were riding. Bit of a scratchy first hole for you. Got a little bit rattled on the first. I think you ended up with a double bogey, and then I said, "There's a sneaky little Crush Organics gummy in the mum bag there if you want." And then you dropped that in, and then stuck on to about 15 foot, I think, on the second hole.
Yeah, it went par, went on a little par run there for a bit.
Yeah, we both turned 19 points on the front line, which is almost unheard of.
Yeah. Especially on that front line too.
Yeah.
With those big long bastard par threes at the front, they're usually pretty scary, but we attacked them all right. We actually
played really well.
decent.
I think I finished up 1 over in the end with a couple of lazy bogeys on the back end. We were starting to run out of steam a little bit, but it was a fat day.
The vibes are high.
The vibes were very high.
Fucking rip it time.
Yeah. Old Riley Moy was struggling a little bit there, but he was all smiles the whole time. He was having a fat time.
Yeah, he had a great time. Didn't have a great score, but had a great time.
He did have a great time, and we had a great couple of beers afterwards as well.
Yeah, had a few skewies. You owe me a new Pro V actually, because you cursed me.
I did curse you.
I've been playing with a bright yellow Pro V for the last 2 months, I reckon. I've had this little bastard.
8 rounds, you said.
Yeah, I'm not going to give him away. I'm just going to hold him in there. I've got like 8 new balls in my bag that are just screaming to be used. I'm like, no, I can't give this little fucker up. You're like, look, you'll probably lose it on the first hole. Sure enough, I shanked my first drive, left into a fucking gum tree. Took just on the allocated time to find it, you reckon?
Yeah, 2 minutes, 59 seconds, I think.
Exactly. Found it, played it, we're going good. Then we got all the way to 15 and decided to put one in the piss on 15.
You did. That piss is generally not in play, especially with the wind barrelling down behind us like what it should there on that par 5. So, yeah, you splashed it and you're pretty devoed off the back end of that. So I'll buy a new ball, maybe a Christmas present. Look out.
Yeah, what do you
Lots of Pro V ones,
like
yellows. I'll get the highlighter out and give them a colour in.
That'd actually be sick.
Yeah.
Do like half, do like a Shriko Divine.
Oh, no, I'm going to do that to you.
Well, look, there's no one else in the potty tonight, so we can ask him how they played.
I played today as well.
Did you?
Do you want to talk about that one?
Yeah.
It was pretty average to start with. I think I was 4 over through 5. Had
Well, hang on. You're one over when we played, weren't you? We had a spattering of birdies.
yeah. Well, that
Turkey 3 in a row, 10, 11, 12.
3 on the trot, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. No, it was 9.
No,
9, 10, 11.
Was it?
Because remember 9 nearly drove the green.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, went up and down 9, 10, 11 it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
And
12.
I think I bogeyed 12.
You went too high.
Like that.
It was on the frontier, and you went too high, and you had to come down the hill, and it was a fucking.
Oh no, I parted. Yeah, I did part that one.
parted,
Yeah.
It was a great part, but it wasn't. Yeah, we.
A couple of putts were dropping. Yeah, I had 29 putts today. Shot 3 over today, and I think I was 4 over through 5 or 6 holes, as I said. So 5 holes. So I was 4 over. So missed a sneaky little 2-footer on 4 for par. Just a little push, just missed it. Complete whiff. Yeah. So should have been up and down there, but still, 29 putts, and there was a 3 putt in there on the second from like 30 foot.
So the lab's on.
Lab is on and firing. Yeah, dropped a
Lab's
nice
gonna
little
stay.
bomb or 2. So yeah, it's in the bag for good until Christmas.
You have to refund my deposit I put on it.
I've got a Team special coming for you. We do a name on it. I might need a bit more on top of your deposit though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Extra $3, I think.
Yeah, 3.89 yen. That's what that now. I'll tell you who. Well, we'll jump into the front nine side of things, and it's sponsored by our friends at Build Right Innovations. Build Right, as you know, Jack and the boys, they specialise in high quality new builds, renos, extensions, sheds. If you dream it, Jack will tell you if he can do it or not if you give him a call on 0403 760 176. Team at Build Right. 2 very strong young fellas working for him, especially Dylan. He's a strong young man. Dice has got the legs of an Adonis.
Oh my God! Did you see those legs the other day?
Godzilla. He was showing them off though.
Yeah, you had the short shorts on, but
Yeah,
hey, I'm all about
I
that.
would 100% show them off too if I had pythons like that.
Yeah.
That'd be
I'd wear
crazy.
budgie smugglers if I could
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
show it off. Yeah.
Yeah, mine would look like the bonnet of a big not much action. Front nine side of things, I was PGA, and look, absolute scenes as Dave Puig.
I was calling Puig.
Puig, yeah, because of the baseball player.
Yeah.
That's where I thought it was going to. Puig. Look, he got a W, 2-shot win. Did it pretty easy in the end.
It was his debut on the DP World Tour, so he come over from Liv. He just left Liv and then rejoined the DP World Tour because he wasn't making much money or something. I think he come straight out of college and went to Liv.
Yep.
And then, first the DP World Tour event. Yeah, first event and gets the dub.
Fucking did it easy.
Half a
18
schmil.
under.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty good going.
Yeah, he was lights out. We're down there, obviously. We'll talk about that in a moment as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was throwing darts, absolute darts on that final round. Some very tricky pin positions, and he gave himself plenty of looks and dropped some putts as
He
well.
made more than he missed. Huh?
Yeah.
It was really good to see. Leash was up there for a bit. I'm a big fan of the Leash man, and he was right up there and gave it a scare. It was good seeing the other Aussies up there as well, like your Adam Scotts. I got really pumped. I was watching the final round from home, unfortunately, but I got to see him drop that like 25-footer on 17, and it was good to see Scotty show a bit of like, yeah. And
He'd been burning, like he'd been putting really well all day. We were following, so they were in the group ahead of the. Oh no, we were following Scotty and Minwoo and Ironheads, Kabori.
Kazuma.
Yeah, Leash was in the group ahead, so we're kind of, if we got up to the green quick enough, you'd be able to see Leash finish off.
Leash putt out.
Yeah, and then Scotty was rolling the ball, absolutely rolling the ball, and was very unlucky not to drop probably 3 or 4 putts for birdie, which would have accelerated him up. But dropped that bomb on 17 of the party hole. Big old fist pump to finish, and then so not a bad little finish. I think he ended up tied 4th or something in the end, didn't he?
I think it was 15 under. I think second was 16.
Big shout out to second. Big shout out to Sim Wu. He picked him old When Ye Dang.
When you ding,
Oh,
yeah.
Ding-a-ling. Yeah.
Yeah. So we like dings and dongs.
He's a big human, that Ding.
Is he?
Yeah, massive. He's like a Otani, not as thick, but big tall boy. Yeah, we watched him tee off on
Like
the
super
first.
soldier spec without
without
you've got the muscles.
Yeah.
I suppose you don't really need to be a giant to play golf, do you? Like it's more about the limbs and the
he's got the limbs.
big long.
Yeah, a bit of length about him. Yeah, so he came in second place there, which was good for him.
He was looking good.
good for the Simwu stable as well.
The Simwu stable is on fire at the moment. Tell you, it's right up there. I'll tell you who's not right up there is Kemi Smith.
Yeah, missed the cut. He was putting horribly on the
we were
Friday.
talking during our round. He was just awful.
Yeah, absolutely woeful. Yeah,
which was weird because that was his strength. That was his
Yeah.
his chipping and putting was what won him.
Yeah, I saw an interview with him afterwards, and he said he just lost his feel, lost his touch. You know, he's in his head a little bit. So interesting to see if he got a bit of a chat with his coach over the previous. Well, he's got an extra 2 days under his sleeves compared to everyone else. Getting down a little bit more comfortable at links style kind of golf down there on the sand belt down at Royal Melbourne. So hopefully he's found something. If we can roll that rock a little bit, but yeah, uncharacteristically missing 6 footers, 7 footers, I don't think missing 3 footers, but yeah, he was. Yeah, he wasn't real pretty.
And it's his home track. He'd be Devo.
Yeah.
Like he knows he's in the shit.
Yeah,
Like
and he's won it here before as well. So
highlights from you and Simwu. You guys rolled down there. You brought the kiddies down.
Yeah,
There was some high fives getting thrown out to the boys.
Yeah, bulk. So big shout outs to Simwu and Carter for bringing me and Jimmy along. It was kind of a last minute thing. He was hanging out waiting for a ticket into the hospitality, which fell through. So old Stingray come through. Big shout out to Kevy Ray.
Shout out Kev.
Got us 5 or 6 tickets, and we used a couple of them. So Simwu picked us up around 8ish, I think. We made our way down. By the time we got through the gate, it was a bit after 10. The main groups that we wanted to follow, Scotty and Imbruglia, they teed off at like 10:38 or 10:40 or something.
So pretty good time.
Yeah, we kind of made our way down there, went through the pro shop or the merch shop, picked up some bits and pieces there, and then kind of made our way down to the first tee, watched a couple of groups tee off. Went and got a coffee. When we went to get a coffee, old Abe Answer's coming on to the night. For those that remember Abe Answer, tiny little man.
Famously took on Tiger at the President's Cup in 2019.
Yeah, tiny little man. Yeah, so he
he's not real big, is he?
He birdied threw a nice little wedge from like 115 metres out. We all literally waited for coffee and looked around, and this little Mexican dude or whatever he is, threw one to 12 foot and then dropped it in. So we give him a big old yee-haw and a yoo-hoo, and he gives us a little nod, and off he went to the 10th.
Yeah, wicked.
We got our coffee, made our way back, and kind of lined up in the chute where the boys were walking through to the first tee. So the lads, Carter and Jimmy, got knuckles from Scotty and Kabori when they come through. Simwu threw out a nice little chat to Kabori, called him an honorary Australian, and he loved that. He turned around with a big smile on his face because he's a Kiwi, despite playing for Ironheads. And then Minwoo was lagging. We're like, we're going to miss the tee, but they had to wait for him, obviously, and he just come swagging up.
My time, baby.
Boys threw the knuckles out, and credit to him, gave him knuckles. And, through the round as well, we'd be sitting up on tees or off greens, and the kids got 5, 6, 7 lots of knuckles or high fives. It was really cool.
Which dead set makes their day.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
Honestly, that'll turn, that's the difference. They're not... Yeah, they're in the zone, but it doesn't take much just to give a little dap.
And in between holes before they refocus. Yeah, so it was pretty cool for them to do that. So we followed them for maybe 5 or 6 holes, which is a good, couple of hours, hour and a half, hour 3/4, and then slipped off and got some lunch in that main area behind the
it's good little zone
the
there,
17th there. Yeah, so we sat down, had a feed, had some karaage chicken and chips, and me and Simwu necked a couple of bowls of cervezas.
Yeah, I saw that.
Nice little refreshing one. So
it would have been a good day for a cerveza.
It was very, very warm. It was toasty boy, that's for sure, and humid as hell. So the cervezas definitely took the edge off there. And then we kind of hot-tailed it, expecting them to be coming up the 8th or 9th, and we saddled up on the 9th, watch Leash come in, and then watch the boys come through, and then followed them for another. I think we saw them tee off on the 12th hole, and then we left after the 12th hole just to get home because the boys were pretty busted after that. So
I was going to say, it's a big day.
It was a big day. It was good, 4.5 hours, and pretty decent pace, and saw a lot of awesome golf. So
having time to watch the ending on telly?
Well, no, we were watching it on the way home.
Yeah.
So Simwu had his phone up on the thing. The boys was zonked out at the back. Carter was catching flies. He had the mouth open. Jimmy was he was head nodding as well. But me and Simwu were watching it as we go. So yeah, so we saw the last 4, 5, 6 holes, which was pretty cool on the way back. Pretty much got home at 5 o'clock. Yeah, so big day out for the boys, big day out for us as well. Yeah.
I'm going to say, did you sleep well that night?
I did indeed. So yes.
No gummies needed to get you to bed that
No,
night.
100% not. No aphrodisiacs either. We saw Quinton. Quinton was coming up the third as we were crossing the third fairway as we were coming in. So we saw him, he was approaching, which was pretty cool. 8 answer I mentioned earlier as well. He had a nice birdie on that one. And then a couple of big lads and little lads, just some names like, oh, there's old Pengu. As we're walking to get lunch and those kind of things. So yeah, really good day out, really fat day. So yeah, if you've got the opportunity again, actually I don't think RQ have it again next year. It looks like they're shutting down for renovations because they're hosting the Olympics. Yeah, so we don't know where the next couple of years are going to be.
Corralman.
Maybe
they'll do a big run out in Coralman.
Scotty might throw some money into it. It's his old
Scotty and Jason Day.
Yeah, big boys.
Yeah, I'll throw some cash in and get it renovated. Get it up to speed.
Oh, I do want to little mention as well. Paul Gow was getting around. He was the he had the backpack on, so he was the on-field commentator.
Yeah.
And we saw him on the third. He was walking up the fairway to Minwoo's hit and was getting some numbers. So he had a good rangefinder out, and we were lined up pretty much right where this ball come in. And we were like, Gowie! And he'd give us a look and give us a little nod. Yeah, and we would have done it 8 times throughout the entire, like every single hole that we saw him. He'd come up to the green first, we're like, Gowie! And by the end, he was just threw the microphone up, didn't even look. He knew it was me and Simwu every time. So
these guys have been chasing.
But he had a big old grin on his face every time. Yeah. So the first time he was
in on it.
He was like, oh, these guys know me. They know who I am. I'm Paul Gow. And then they're like, Gowie! So it was a good laugh. It was a good bit of fun, old Gowie.
He's probably listening to the show, to be fair.
Oh, no doubt. I'll tag him in the Discord chat. So
big shout out to you, Gowie. You're a mad dog and we like what you're about. Any other highlights from you on this one? Did you get a bit of a sure thing with that Kingian?
I did. We didn't do real well. So I had Minwoo to win, and he wasn't looking too bad. I think he didn't have the final round that he wanted to have, and he was chasing a bit towards the end and slipped down the ladder a smidge. The top 20 multi, so I had Wacko Neiman, and he missed the cut.
Balls, yeah.
Unfortunately. Minna's obviously T5, and Pengu, he was T25.
Just out. He sort of slipped off on that last day.
Yeah, that same deal. I think he was chasing as well.
He was up and in. I don't mind him taking those risks to chase though. Like, if half of them come off, all of a sudden they're in the top 5. So I don't mind it, but it's shit to see.
Well, he was playing well, and I mean there was a lot of good golf played in the first couple of days. There was a weather stoppage, I think, on the day 1. So a lot of those a lot of those players who were in the afternoon had to go back out on the second day, on the Friday morning, and play before they then teed off again because they were the morning field. So there would have been some busted humans out there. The guys that played in the morning on day 1 then played in the afternoon or had the later, so they were a little bit more rest. But,
more rest, more recovery.
A little bit wet. It was wet underfoot. When we're crossing fairways, it was a bit of slop there. But it's pretty good sandy drainage there. So I imagine the fairways where we weren't crossing were in pretty good. It was lift in place the whole tournament as well. So they were picking up and putting down, but it held up pretty well. Greens were rolling like fucking coffee tables.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'd love to play it in there one day. I'd love to have a crack.
Yeah, I think we need an invite to get in there. I don't think you can just rock up. I think you need to be a member's guest of some description.
Gowie can get us in.
Gowie!
Shout out, do your best, Gowie. We'd like that. Preview time, and we're still on the Australian theme. We're into the Oz Open. Pretty good stuff. The Raw Man is coming down.
He is indeed. He's here.
Good stuff. He's in the country, and they've just announced groups too. So he's in with Minwoo and Scotty.
Yeah, it's going to be
great first group.
Gun group. I did. I took some snaps of the other ones. Let me give a little
synopsis.
Yep. So they've got the early. Yeah, obviously. So they play early on the first round, which means they'll have the afternoon on the Friday. So tune in Friday afternoon to see Scotty, Rory, and Mingers from Sunnybank, I believe he is.
Yeah, I've heard that. In Western Australia.
Another couple notables. Elvis Smiley, who didn't play too bad either. Cammy Smith and Danny Willett. Remember Danny Willett?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's English.
He is?
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Yep. In it.
Yeah. Foxy Simwoo Kim's coming down as well, which is pretty cool. And Joaquin Neiman.
Wacko.
Oh, and there's another one as well. Lucas Herbert, Dan Hillier, and old Poogie himself,
Bougie.
David Puig.
Well, look, he'd probably firm. You'll probably talk about it, no doubt, in the sure thing. But before we get there, we'll just do. Look, it's at Royal Melbourne, so I didn't sort of dive too deep on the course preview. I mean, it's Royal Melbourne. If you don't know Royal Melbourne and you're listening to a golf podcast, I'd highly suggest you go and Google it and have a look at it for yourself, because it's literally one of the best courses in the world. It's not just the best in Australia, it's one of the best in the world. So Royal Melbourne, par 71, measuring just a smidge over 7,000 yards, designed by legendary Alistair Mackenzie, who's widely regarded as regarded as being the finest course in Australia, and if not top 5. It's currently sitting 6 in the world, but it probably plays better than that, in my opinion. Features punishing roughs, many bunkers, large greens. Putting is a premium when you're playing on these greens, because they are like concrete, like an absolute. And the complexes on them, like, do yourself a favour and just have a look at it online, because they are absolutely diabolical. Prize money wise, you're looking at a total of 2 schmilly and 3,000 race to Dubai. That's on the line for this one.
2 schmilly for the win.
2 schmilly for the win.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Total prize fund, so maybe
Maybe half a schmil.
maybe half a schmilly. That's still pretty decent.
That's pretty decent. What are you coming down for?
You can buy a lot of beers at down in Melbourne. You can buy at least a shout. 500 at least down there.
They're playing the composite course, so they're playing East-West combined like they did for President's Cup.
Yes.
I believe that's the
I believe
championship.
so.
Yeah, so
That's the full chance.
yeah, so they've got 36 holes down there in East and West, and generally they have a bit of a composite that they use for the big tournaments, and I think they've done that the last couple of times they've had those open down there as well.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think. I did read one of them. I'm pretty sure it'd have to be
It would be.
championship spec for the Oz Open. I mean, especially with Big Dog coming down, like, you know, you want to give Rory the best. So would not surprise me. What do you make of the field, mate?
The field is...
Who else is there?
It is deep. So we mentioned Rory and Wacko, Minwoo from Sunnybank, David Puig, coming fresh off his win from the Oz PGA. Adam Scott obviously lining up. Leishman is there, of Leishman Lager fame. Siwoo Kim actually, so he got a late call up. There was, I heard someone talking about it. One of the guys who was supposed to be playing got an invite over to South Africa for the South African Open. So he's hot-tailed over there, so it might be worth more points or something. I'm not sure why. So Siwoo gets a late call up there. Smithy, obviously, we've got a bunch of Kiwis or honorary Australians. Dan Hillier, just like him. Who's the other one? What's that? The singer chick. Natalie Imbruglia, was she Australian or was she Kiwi?
I don't know. She's tall.
That's good.
We still got it.
Kabori of Iron Hands fame and Ryan Fox.
Foxy
is there as well.
He's an honorary Australian, surely.
Herbie's there.
Like Lamington.
Herbie's there, obviously, as well. Abe so we mentioned him. Elvis and Carl's back. Must be coming back for Christmas.
Yeah, cool. Come and see old Arnie Koala.
Yeah.
Good.
And the possums,
That's good chat. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so not bad.
It's a pretty good field.
Not a bad little field at all. Rock solid field for an Open. And do remember that the winner of this does get a ticket into the Masters as well.
Yeah, this is a qualifier for that. So everyone, well, for those who are automatically qualified, this is a great chance.
Being a national Open, the winner gets a ticket.
Love that. All right, the part of the potty everyone's waiting for, the sure thing with Adam King. Take it away, mate. Who are we betting on?
So the sure thing with Adam King, we are at the Australian Open, obviously played. We reckon the composite course at Royal Melbourne. So I'm going to jump on the Raw Dog. It's not often we see a big dog like that coming down here. It's paying $6 for the win, which I think is pretty good value.
Decent.
So we're going to jump on Rory at $6. I've got a top 20 multi as well. I'm going to include Rory in that. I've thrown Minwoo in there from Sunnybank as well because he was playing some pretty good golf up here. I've also thrown in Adam Scott because he's swinging a hot lap broomstick putter at the moment, so I don't see a few more of them drop. And I'm hedging my bets on Smithy. I reckon Smithy's going to fire after.
That'll pump up the odds.
After a few backfires over the weekend, just gone. The odds did jump right up, so I got it at $7.40, but managed to power play the shit out of it up to $7.89. So top 20 and Rory to win it. Sure.
Top 20 with ties?
No. Top 20 straight.
Top 20 straight up.
Get on it. It's on the feed.
It's on the feed. Jump on.
Sports bet.
Gamble responsibly.
Yep.
Bet with your head, not over it. Well, look, you've probably shown your cards. You think Raw Dog's going to take this one?
I believe so. I mentioned Smithy there. It'd be good to see him make the cut. He hasn't made the cut in 12 of his last 13 full tournaments that he's played. That includes majors and the 4.
Doesn't read well.
Doesn't read real well, but I reckon he is fuming being back on home turf and missing the cut at a venue that he's won before at. So he played a lot of golf down there around the Sandbelt when he was coming up
Sort of cut his teeth
juniors.
down
So
there.
yeah, hopefully it suits him a little bit, gets that nippy wedge working, and then a few putts drop in. So what do you reckon? Who are you thinking?
I'm just purely vibe betting, and I like what I saw from Imbruglia. I think he's going to put on a show down there.
He was really good.
I think he's primed. I think it was kind of good he didn't win because I think he's going to be revved up and ready to go. So I'm actually going to back Minas for this one.
He didn't miss many fairways from what we saw. Like he drove the ball really, really well. Threw some good irons in as well. Got himself in a little bit of mischief on the par 3. I think he birdied the first, parred the second, birdied the third, maybe, and then the par 3 fourth. Yanked one a little bit left into the bunker, schmoofed it off, and it rolled off the green. And then had to come up and make a good 12-15 footer to safe bogey, which he did, and that kind of rattled him a little bit. But then he stepped up on the big, on the long par 4 along the riverbank, and belted the piss out of this thing. So it's there, and he had 3 really good rounds. Like it's not like he shut the bed entirely.
No, I mean 15 dead at RQ.
Yeah.
Like that's mid. Bit of underdog spec. I don't mind Pingu. I think he's going to do some good things, and I'd really like. This is more of a like to see than anything. Is I'd like to see Big Leash up there. I don't know why. I just get a bit of a soft spot for Big Leash, and he's playing good. He's in Australia, and he's just got a bit of vibe about him.
Wasn't that saying in the
I'd
news
like
that
to see him do good.
the third? So he got 3rd place, I think, at the Oz PGA, and that's like his third place at the Oz PGA in the last 5 years.
It's come so good. I think the last time you and me when he was up there too,
as
he was right up there and just couldn't get that last few holes to go his way.
I mean, and obviously they're not so much on the PGA Tour or the DP World Tour with the live stuff. So when they do come home, they want him. There's a bit of
it's almost like the hometown hero.
Yeah.
Like when you come back home, they want to see the local boys do good.
I believe that they won the 10 event last year, didn't they?
Oh, and that alone would be one of the best feelings. Like home crowd, home team, and to get to win it, you'd have half a moment, wouldn't you?
I'll be as fully erect as a 43-year-old man can get.
Yeah, so right up there.
Right up there.
Right up there. Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. Any other previews that we've got? Is there anything that's
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Anything up there and around there? There's not a lot on.
No, I don't
We're
think
in
there
the
is.
Australian somewhere. There's not a great deal on at the moment.
There was some skins. There was a skins match on because it was Thanksgiving weekend over there in the US. Maybe the LPGA. No, I'm not going to go look.
Very cool. Look, if you're an Australian and you're not into these last 2 weeks of golf, then give yourself an uppercut because it's been mad. And I'm really looking forward to this weekend. I'm going to try and sit and watch as much as I can.
Well, Friday Arvo, I think, is going to be the play.
Yeah, I think early knockoffs and a few brewskis are in order, I reckon.
Yep, we might have the GABA test on. And,
dual screen.
Yeah, double it up.
Dual screen.
Might have to put the iPad.
Dual screen.
I don't know if I've got that function on my TV.
I'll just bring the TV out. It's bad.
Alright, plug it in.
Stay tuned for more chat on the Ashes on the back nine side of things. That about wraps up the front. So we have got very special announcements. Some new sponsors are coming on board for the back nine side of things for a particular segment that we'll get into not too far away. So stay tuned for that. We're also going to talk some Ashes stuff and just a bit of random yarn and some shout outs to close us off. So you stay with us and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the Preferred Lives podcast. You've joined us at halfway, which is the turn, and it's brought to you by our mates at Crush Organics. as we said, real life evidence. Nearly had a capitulation on Saturday.
Early capitulation.
Yeah, hole one off the drive. It was like, fucking, where's this fucking ball? And Gummy just chilled me out. And I proceeded, I think I was 3 over on the front. After a double. I think I only had one on the Boge.
Did you have
Pud
a
2,
bird?
Pud 3, Pud 4.
Yep.
5 was bird, actually. I think maybe a birdie 5.
I thought you had a birdie in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think a birdie 1, then par. Then I think a bogey. No, I parred the last.
Maybe there was no birdie.
No, yeah, I don't think it was a birdie. 3 over. After a double on the first. So the crash gummies work. If you don't believe me, talk to Big Georgie too. Big Georgie's been frothing them.
Was he?
Loves it.
He'd have to take 6 the big unit, wouldn't
Yeah, it's
he? He'd like knocking out an elephant.
he's like an elephant gun to shoot one of his gob, the big fella. He tried to take a catch the other day, Big Georgie, wicket keeper for the McIntyre Cricket Club.
He is agile.
Well,
How agile?
I'll tell you, he's not agile. It was the square leg who didn't call for the catch when George dove, headbutted his knee,
Oh,
and his knee was slightly stronger than George's eye socket.
I reckon old George has probably headbutted a few knees in his time.
I reckon he's headbutted a few skulls too. Big fella, big prop.
Big
The
unit.
scrums.
Dropping the head in, yeah.
Yeah, big fella.
Fractured the eye socket? Was he proper?
Yeah, busted.
No.
Justin, I told him if he gets smart, I'll give him another one. He didn't like that.
Was,
I did though.
was he on the phone when you told him that? Or?
Yeah. No, actually, he was up this week, the big fella. So big shout out to Georgie. He's an avid user of Crush Organic.
He loves it, yeah.
He loves the code, and I've just bought some more. So jump on. Now, speaking of sponsors, the Steamer of the Week now has a new sponsor. The team at Set Interiors, as evidenced by a lovely shirt. So for those who are looking, Set Interiors are sponsoring now their Steamer / Bounty Hunter of the Week. So if you ever had a bad shot, if you ever had a steamer and you feel like punching a hole through your wall, go right ahead. Because the team at Set Interiors have 10 years experience in the residential and commercial construction game in the plastering industry. A second generation plasterer, a big Connor who owns the show, learning his trade from his dad at Chubb Plastering. That's where his work ethic, eye for detail and commitment to quality were built. He takes pride in every job he does and loves bringing a client's vision to life. So if you just want to do a little bit here, a little bit there, we've got the guys from Build Right at the front that'll build your house, and if you want the inside done, you've got it already. So big shout out to the team, Abby, Connor and Jossie from Set Interiors for the wicked threads for one.
How good. I had Big Con come around to the clinic last year, I think. Yeah, we had a little snafu with a car backing into the wall,
Whoopsie.
the outside wall, and it kind of punched a big old hole in the interior because it pushed the framework through it. And he come in and give a little clean up, a little cut
Just
out
done.
here, and
You wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't know. He absolutely ballsed it in. Yeah, he was sensational. Very professional. We know Con as well outside of the sponsorship deal. So I mean, he's a great human being. But you know, when he was on site, it was all business. It was all right.
Yeah,
This is
there's
what
no
we're
fuck
going to
us,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly right. And yeah, very professional. Great job. I mean, once again, you wouldn't pick where this said person had backed into the wall.
Yeah, if you got us to pick it up, you wouldn't be able to. I may have done the exact same thing in the garage or two, and I've had him round, and amazing. Absolutely amazing work. So we wouldn't recommend to you guys anyone that we wouldn't trust and recommend.
Yeah.
And
we have used him, so
yeah. So we put our money where our mouth is, and if you'd like to do so, we'll put up all the details for Connor and the team at Set on our show notes for this episode. Or if you see us walking around in these shirts, just read them because we're on the back.
yeah, I've spun around there before, so jump on the YouTube, like, share, subscribe, and you'll be able to see.
Set Interiors. It's like such a cool name. It's such a banging shirt too. Like I've put a bit of
Great quality.
stuff on it. Yeah, but yeah, they're looking slick. I'm gonna give this one a run. I reckon. I'm a real big fan. Steamer of the week. I've got a bit of a tale here,
Okay.
and it's a bit of a ripper. So to organise as a part of my employment, I organised some flights for some blokes to go to Sydney this week. They've got a bit of a team meeting down there, a bit of a powwow. And organise these blokes. So look, we have to be there by 10. Can you organise the early flight? Yep, sweet as, no worries. We'll get you the 7:30 flight or whatever to get there at 9 o'clock Sydney time, whatever it was. So sweet as, got them all booked. 2 blokes, same flight, same room, so it's all nice and easy. So get a call. I won't name names. I don't want to embarrass the young Luke rings me. Luke wasn't the one who fucked up, so
It's a different guy.
different guy. So I get a call from one of the boys. Hey, there's been a bit of a problem with Jono's flight. I said,
You said,
hang on a sec, hang
I'll
on.
beat that out.
I'm just gonna insert me, and I'm gonna insert another one so I can cut and paste this. So I'll cut and paste them in, so the names will be blanked out. Excellent.
Can you leave the chat about you pasting them and cutting them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Old bud.
Old mate's been stopped.
Oh, on his flight.
No, been stopped
Pre-flight.
pre-check-in, like at the baggage. Like, you know when you slide your baggage through the old X-ray machine?
Yep.
I'll give you 3 guesses what he had in his bag.
Oh, was this R-rated?
No, it's not sexually explicit.
Scissors.
No,
Was it going on board or was it underneath?
going on board.
Scissors. Was it a hunting knife?
No, but you're on the right track.
Something sharp. A samurai sword.
No.
That's my 3 guesses. So.
Okay, 3's out. Box of ammunition, box of 22.
He's trying to take bullets onto a flight.
This gentleman is a member. I should have precluded this, but he's a member of a gun club, and the carry-on that he selected, he didn't think to check it the night before, and had a box of 22 in his bag. Went through, the AFP were called, and he was taken into an interrogation room for 3 hours while they verified that he does have a license and he's a member of a club and he does own a 22 and
So
it's all registered and legal. He just
got left in Brisbane.
lost the flight. Yeah, had to get rebooked on the new flight because he got pulled up with the AFP.
Holy
So
shit, Dick.
like, if you get anything to declare, like, no, but I'm all good. Yeah, you've got live ammunition. You're trying to take on a fucking domestic flight.
Fuck yeah, how good.
So Steamer of the Week goes out to... Great job, mate.
That guy.
That human.
That's sensational. That's a great one to start our sponsorship with the Set Interiors Steamer of the Week.
If that doesn't make you want to punch a hole in your drywall, I don't know what would.
We're in your interrogation room.
Absolute balls up of epic precautions. That's not the right word.
Proportion.
Proportions.
Not
Yeah,
precaution.
yeah. You've got one for us as well.
I've got a steamer and I've got a good
Got a
bunty as
bunter
well
as
to
well.
go on. So a steamer of the week is the English cricket team actually fielding a second string team versus the Prime Minister's 11 down there in Canberra. They had a pink ball, a 2-day pink ball, which I thought, you know,
What a great way to prepare for the Brisbane day-night test
yeah,
match.
you would think so. So they picked absolutely no one that they're actually going to play. England actually, they won down there, by the way. Won by 8 wickets, I think. They chased down 366 overs, but that's not what the story's about.
What's the story about?
The story's about them not giving their guys who need to fucking bat against the pink ball a bat against the pink ball.
What do we do when, say, we're shanking our irons, right? We get in the range, we practice.
We do that.
And we get better. And we think, look, you know what? I've been that bad, I might get in the range before I play and I'll hit some balls. I'll try and replicate game-specific stuff.
Environment, yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be a good way to prepare for a pink ball test in Brisbane?
You would think so. I did get a little heads up from Stingray from Nudgee Golf Course at the English cricket team were there earlier in the week playing a couple of rounds of golf. So maybe they thought the same. Maybe they thought they'd go to the driving range and play a few.
Bit of Uzi Khawaja prep.
Yeah, down the fairways at Nudgee.
Me. Dead.
That's my steamer of the week.
Rubbish. Against, what, the best pink ball bowler in the world, in M. Stark, who tore her apart with the red ball.
Old Pete Siddle was down there bowling.
Oh, I saw.
Yeah, big Sids. Had a couple of bananas.
Eating bananas.
Yeah.
His potassium levels were through the roof.
Yeah, I think Sammy Constas had a spin bowl as well.
He did. He bowled a full
Full
banger.
banger on the hip. Yeah, went for 4, first ball.
Yeah, stick to open and champ.
Yeah, well, even that, I think he only scored 30 odd runs, 25, 30 runs, but hey,
Against the second rating.
cricket's pretty hard. I do have a bunty hunter of the week from the
Yes.
PGA while we're there as well. So by the time we doubled, we had our karage chicken. Made our way, sat around the 9th green, waiting for the boys to come in. Saw Leash come in and go, went and gave me some high fives, put Jimmy up on my shoulders while they were teeing off on the 11th. 55 kilos of 13-year-old boy. I tell you what, the quads, I'm going to have quads like dice. after the number of times I put him up on my shoulders. I would have done 4 or 5. Yeah, the old spinal compression was getting a bit wobbly towards the end there.
Money back surgery.
We look up. We didn't know where the drives went for the feature group that we were following. So we're following Scotty Imbruglia and Kazuma Kabori and Brian Headsphone. And then we see a massive crowd come down the fairway. Kabori's in the middle. Minwoo had to punch one out to the middle. And then we see a big crowd almost across the creek there, which runs up the right-hand side. Our left-hand side as we're looking back down the fairway. And here's Scotty. Big crowd behind him. Like, oh, he must have fanned one off there. Oh, but he's got an angle lead, no worries. And we were standing on the right-hand side of the green there. Flag was back left. Little double tier thing and rolly, olive green. Well, we'll be right here. We'll go see him draw this over our heads and then fucking flop on in there. Sensational.
Yeah, that's a big man.
I didn't see it off the stick, and I hear Simwoo, Minwoo's brother, so Simwoo, Neundorf,
Close relatives.
yell, four boys, watch out. So I've turned, ducked my hands over Jimmy's head, and he's gone, oh no, we're right. This thing had fanned, so instead of drawing, he kind of half fanned it. There's this poor fella walking with a white shirt on and his cap on backwards, thinking it was cool. Put his hands over his head, bounced off his back. So it's hit this young fella in the back, not a young fella, he would have been in his 20s or something. And it's, instead of shooting left towards the green, it's shunted right. Had to take TIO relief because of the grandstand for the 18th was there.
Yeah.
So I took a bit of TIO. I've got some footage. I'll put it up on the Discord. Jimmy would have got footage of like he got in the chute where they were clearing out the crowd, so that he could chip up. Had his shot, just landed on top of the green, wrist back, dropped back down, and then old Butterhands Adam Scott's just nipped one to 6 foot, dropped it in for an easy par, walked off, Booty 100 of the week.
Booty 100 of the week, Adam Scott, we love that. We love to see Scotty get one.
So good.
Unreal. Tell you what, the team at Set have had an absolute ball-tearing start to their sponsorship. They're two ripper stories.
Yeah, a couple of big, decent stories.
Absolute rippers. Now,
Old buddy got hit, didn't get a no glove, no nothing, didn't even get a sorry. I don't
stay the F out of my way. Well, I don't know what I said.
Well,
I can say fuck.
I don't think anyone realised that it had come off old bud. Like, and no one said anything. We were looking at him too, like, you gonna say something, mate? He's like,
you got a bruise on my back, bro. Like, I need a glove.
and
Or a ball.
There was a octogenarian standing next to me. He goes, I'd be writhing on the ground. I'd be hamming it up. Try and get a glove or a fucking ball
or a pitching nose or
Uniqlo, beige jumper or something.
Yeah, grey fucking undershirt. How good.
He had a bit of a mustard shirt on actually.
Yeah, it was yellowish.
Yeah,
It had a good Colonel Mustard vibe to it.
It did.
I love that. Now, Ashes Yarn, I want to give a shout out to listener Ned, who writes in and says, boys, been loving the rugby league content, preferred tries. Loving even more the Ashes content. He says, should call it preferred buys. Buys?
Oh, right.
Preferred buys.
Preferred buys.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it either.
Preferred buys for the Ashes chat. So we're going to jump in and talk a bit of Ashes stuff now. We've talked about the English warm-up. Absolutely awful. Uzi's just been ruled out.
He is.
I want to get your thoughts on that. Do you think they're going to put head up top, or you reckon they're going to...
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, heads over.
Surely.
100%. Yeah. So I think the question now is who comes in and bats in the middle. Is it Josh Inglis or is it Webster?
Let's chat that Inglis got called in, didn't he?
Yeah.
So is he just in there for cover, or is he going to play? Or
Well, they were both in the squad. They're both named in the squad. But
Yeah,
talk is that Inglis will get a run over Webster.
as a pure batter rather than to...
Yeah, and a backup keeper, but you don't kick cares out, do you?
Nah, I reckon my pick would be the slum. I'm a big fan of the slum. Just to give you just another bowling option with the pink one.
Well, and yeah,
What's Renshaw got to do? Score more tons?
maybe pink ball at the Gabba. He hasn't played much pink ball stuff either.
Didn't he peel off a no, maybe it wasn't pink.
Wasn't pink, I don't think.
Peeled off another ton. Like, fuck.
I'd bring. I like Inglis. I think Inglis needs to have a run, just to have a run. But he hasn't played since Sri Lanka, I think, or Pakistan, or wherever it was that he had his debut in. So he toured with them over there, scored some runs over there. So he's electric. He's exciting.
Bit of the Davey Warner, Adam Gilchrist mould.
Yeah, and he'll slot into the 5th spot pretty easily. I think he's a good fit in there.
See, but that's where, I think this is a symptom of Aussie cricket at the moment is someone like your Nathan McSweeney would be, Like that's his spot at that sort of full 5 hole. Instead of throwing him up trying to open him, and he didn't really go that well opening, but he's a 4 or 5 hole. Like he'd be another one that like he's not the best form at the moment, but he'd be someone that could probably slot in there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to pick on your squad, I think. So
Yeah, absolutely.
boys have put the work in over there, and this is an opportunity. If he can, gets opportunity, scores some runs, makes a 50 or something, then
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of English as well.
might firm him. I think Uzi, but depending on what happens with his back, is that the end of him? Is that the end of him for this? For the
I genuinely
series?
think what's going to happen is, I know like he plays for Queensland, but I think his home and his parents and his family's in Sydney. I think he'll get the Sydney test as a
beret.
catches. I mean, I think this is just me being tinfoil hat stuff. I think that's what's happening. I think he's getting right, and he wants to go out in Sydney.
Well, that's the last one. That's the last test, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, it's the New Year test. So maybe
it's
Adelaide's after that, then, isn't it?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, because it's a New Year one after Boxing Day.
Yeah, so Boxing Day and then New Year.
And then we're still going to have Adelaide.
Is Adelaide the 5th?
Possibly.
Did we talk about this last week? I thought we did.
Can't remember. It was a week ago. You just Google everything you need to know about cricket. Bowling actions.
Hey Siri.
Look up Colin Miller.
Oh, she fucking listen. Where is the 5th Ashes test being played?
Shouldn't want to talk to you.
I'll have to cut this out. Well, the 5th test is Sydney. So Adelaide Oval is the 17th to the 21st of December. Oh yeah, well it's only December now, so the Gabba starts tomorrow for us, which is yesterday for those listening on day 1 of the release of this podcast. So Adelaide, then Melbourne, then Sydney. So Sydney is the final. Yeah,
okay. So maybe, well, I thought Sydney was the next one, so I was, okay, it's interesting. Well, maybe not. Maybe my theory's up shit now.
Well, it could be the last one, could be his last hurrah, but that's a long way away.
That's a long way to go. So maybe he's just having a rest. He pulled out of the Oz Open. He was skilled to play.
Was he?
Yeah, the Pro Air.
Yeah, fair enough. Too. He probably shouldn't be playing.
Imagine the shit he'd cop.
Is that the Oz Open or the Oz PGA? I think it was up here. I think he was supposed to play the Oz PGA.
Oh, it was too. Yeah, my bad.
So a bit close.
Was
Paddy C. So,
good.
well, early chat was, but I read something today about Smithy was up there saying, look, we're keeping him in there as maybe a swing to bring out Nathan Lyon.
Oh, yeah, Lino.
Yeah.
So the Borders do a lot of work. He nearly bowled him over, didn't he, down at Perth?
Yeah. Apparently he's got a pretty decent pink ball record.
Does he?
Yeah, for a spin bowler. I think it's one of the best in the world. But
He's
Smithy was saying in an interview that they haven't ruled him out entirely yet, which kind of spins things back around. So he wasn't named in the squad, but they reckon they can pull him in as an emergency as the last minute. So that's why they haven't named our team yet.
Well, it's Paddy Blue Eyes, so you've got to.
So if he's fit, Smithy was saying he was bowling peas in the nets. So, and that was today. That press conference was today. So
I wouldn't mind it if they're going to play him. I wouldn't mind it if Bo Webster comes into the squad, just so he doesn't have to bowl too many. I know he wouldn't come in unless he was ready and raring, but maybe just to lengthen that.
Yeah, but if he's taking the place of Lyon, who only bowled 4 overs or something.
True.
You've got.
It's not a bad shout. You got the Dogman, Stark, Scotty B, Cam Green bowled a few.
Green did.
I mean, that was really it because we wrapped him up in 2 days. There wasn't a lot of overs bowled, was there? Really?
Mark Wood's out for the Poms. Do you see that? He's out injured. So.
Was he the dumb prick who said, "Oh, it's all right, boss. I'll just drive to Brizzy from Perth." You're like, no, you won't.
Across the fucking
It's
holiday.
a 48-hour drive.
It's a bit all out here, isn't it?
Fucking hell, it does it, mate. You driving this, isn't it? Fuck me. Yeah, shout out. So Mark Wood out. Who comes in for Mark Wood?
Oh, some guy.
John Smith?
No, an all-rounder apparently. Yeah.
Giles? Remember Ashley Giles?
Yeah, it's not him though.
Not him, no, retard. Oh, I've got to cut that out. Fuck. Damn it. 58 minutes. Got to remember that. 58 minutes and 40 seconds-ish. Any more Ashes? Yeah, we're going to have a tip. You got a tip for us? So you got Aussies wrap it up, or you think Joffa makes the ball talk?
I reckon in 3 days. I reckon it's going to be a good battle again. I think it's going to be. Depends what the pitch. Apparently the pitch was pretty green yesterday.
Yeah, I saw on. I think it was Sportsbet put up a post like, "What are you doing first here? 3 days out." So that would have been Monday.
Yeah.
and it looked green.
Yeah, I think they're cutting it today, and then the boys were going to make a call, and that was going to make a decision for Smithy. That's what he was saying. We'll wait and see what the curators do this afternoon with the cut, how the pitch looks after the cut, as to whether we bring Lino in or we potentially bring Paddy Blue Eyes back in.
What a situation to be in. Do we pick Nathan Lyon or Pat Cummins?
Tough gig, eh?
It's not a bad spot.
Well, I mean, and obviously depending on the pitch, you know, if it's a bit green and it's going to turn, and you know, pink ball slips on a little bit, skids, especially in the afternoon dew, yeah,
Bit of drift.
But if it's a little bit drier, then you want Paddy C busted in his 140s.
I want Paddy C in the side if he's available. I just like Paddy C.
Yeah, good.
I just
It'd be good to see him back.
Right.
But funnily enough, they were saying Smithy's like, someone asked him, is he going to take over the captainship if he comes in, and he says that's highly unlikely. Which I think that's a good call, because it's a bit of a disruption, like, you know, a day before.
I've been prepping all this time.
Yeah.
I think Paddy'd be cool with it too.
Oh,
Like,
100%,
you just
yeah.
worry about bowling
Yeah.
your overs and taking wickets.
Yeah, and they'll consult, they'll talk.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's, I think Paddy comes to Smithy all the time for ideas and
Oh, yeah.
what do you think we should do here. So it's not like it's going to be anything new. It'll be roughly the same. So
Is it time for the sandpaper yet? No, not yet. No, for the sandpaper.
No, we're up to 80 grit. No, we're not.
Tuck it back in.
Preferred buys. Thank you, Ned, for your excellent suggestion. Like that a lot. Now, a bit of random yarn and a couple of shout-outs. I want to give a shout-out to us. This is episode number 94. We're closing in on 100.
Creeping in.
We're going to do something special for 100, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we'll do maybe a live show. We might record it somewhere and maybe come down, have a beer somewhere. Maybe, I think we'll do something special.
We can set up a premiere on YouTube as well, so we can kind of live write it. Yeah. Just got to watch the P's and Q's. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'll do some editing.
I said a few bad words on this one. I had to censor out how good. Looking forward. Just want to give us a bit of a shout out. Any other shout outs? Anyone approach us? Rolly Moy was a good one.
Rolly Moy was good.
Yeah,
he was good value. I played with Murray O'Keefe, the little Irishman today, and Jacob Lip.
Lippo.
Yeah. So Lippy the landman's son, young fella. So a big shout out to those two lads. We had a fat time today. So shout out to them. Big T-Max coming down next week. We're hopefully going to play around.
Let's go. Like that. I want to give a shout out to Angie Sunley, who has something pretty cool over the weekend. That bloke hitting. I think everyone who's a golfer has seen it now. They're at a resort and they tee one up on the balcony. The balcony's made of glass.
And they flip a tee to see who plays the.
Does it? Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm interested.
Pan Packs 2026, you reckon?
Yeah, well, it's not out of the realms.
It's not.
We play it Burley, you can get a spot of the water and just hit one straight down the canal.
Pitching wedge. Where'd that go? No, the roundabout.
Jesus.
I did want to make mention, we forgot to make mention of this last week, but the Gil Huron Cup was played,
yes.
Not the weekend, just on the weekend before the boys fronted up on Sunday after a big storm had come through. I think there might have been a bit of a delay to the start, but they got out and about. City got up at home, 9.5 to 8.5.
Tight.
Very tight. Not too sure on the scores entirely, what happened in the morning and the afternoon, but I think there were a couple of ties, a couple of wins, a couple of losses, but yeah, it kind of came down to the wire, I think, which is good. As I said, we had a pretty rock solid team, but
good to see Shiny back out there.
Shiny out there, picking up some points.
I had a look on the link that they posted, and he did win a couple. I think he got us a couple of points, which is cool.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly because it was a while ago. But there was a few little shocks in there that I thought, that's a few ones that I was like, I don't like that at all. I thought that would have gone the other way for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
A few
well, that happens, but match play is a bit funky. But yeah, so a big shout out to the City lads. We'll be hosting again next week, which will be not next week, next year. So hopefully we can bring that cup home, which will be ideal for all involved.
Yes, come in. Shout out to Fasty. I think he's actually headed over, isn't he?
Yeah, he's heading over for Christmas. Yeah.
He's had enough of the Aussies and the taunting after a 2-day test.
Fair enough.
He's gone home, isn't it?
You got an early ticket, did you?
Yeah. Say, Jetstar will do a special after. If the test doesn't go 3 days, get a free flight over Liverpool.
50% all day.
Fuck you now. Anyways.
I should be fresh over there. It'd be snowing in London at the moment, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Luddertown would be snowing.
It's like 40 degrees here, and he was going over there to the snow. How's he going to cope?
A few speckled hens.
Warm speckled hens.
All bearing a pine in it. Yeah, I think you'll be right. So big shout out to Farsi, but yeah, that's pretty much it for me, I reckon, man.
Yeah, I think we're kind of lingering here a little bit, trying to get the time up, just trying to stretch it out a little bit. It's always a bit tough with just the two, but we've done pretty well. Got an hour or so.
Yeah, we tell good yarns. We're professional yarnsmen from way back.
Pro.
Excellent. Well, you've been great.
You've been awesome too, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me at Casa del Reis again. Some beers.
If you want to jump on the potty, if we're ever short, you want to go onto our emergency list, you're more than welcome to. You can jump on to Fred Life's website, www.fredlifesgolf.com. Jump on there. It's going to link to all our socials, to our YouTube pages. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Do all the good stuff. And it's a big goodbye from the Kingman and the Racinator. We'll see you next time. Remember, don't put sugar in your coffee. Well, if you can't get out of it, get into it. Can't get out of it, get in. It's been a long episode. If you can't get out of it, get into it. Don't put sugar in your coffee. See you next time.
Don't put sugar in your coffee. What is it?
I used to write it down, so I never had